Hi Virgo, welcome to Free Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of August 2025. Time is flying by. Ooh. And you have an offer coming in July. Maybe more responsibility for you, but it's maybe work offer, or maybe you're offering something, and it's an inspirational new offer that has been presented with clarity and also long-term stability. The offer may require you to invest something. Ooh, I feel, Virgo, that the people, places, and things that are in place for this new beginning, a new offer that's being presented very clearly, intellectually. There may be intellectual property may come into it, but also there's something very solid and grounded about it, and you may be ready to move on it, and you may have some help, or there may be someone else that you're working with to make this happen. And it may be the person that you're working with is a mover and a shaker. There might be a fire energy, a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And it does look favorable, this offer. It looks like there will be some sort of action. Wow, for a completely new venture. So this might be something that's not only new, but it might be new to you, and may require you to have a very jovial attitude, the attitude of a young child, just innocent and also brave. You may need to be quite brave to do this thing, although it's looking very favorable and happy with the sun shining and the fool, and the fool's pointing his energy at the sun, at the blankie, with the child on the horse. So yeah, it may be something connected to fulfilling your inner child. So it could have something to do with healing work for you, Virgo. Might be healing your inner child and possibly overcoming something. What are you overcoming? Oh, August is shaping up good already. And in a playful manner. I feel like you are being more playful in August. You're maybe doing inner healing work, inner child healing work with yourself, and you may be getting assistance with that, and also spending time in nature or in a garden, planting flowers, or smelling flowers, or buying flowers will be beneficial to you in August. And maybe giving flowers to someone. You may get a message from an animal, specifically a dog, may be guiding you, or may give you a caution sign when you're in a particular situation. So listen to the dog if that is the case, because they know things that we don't, and they can also be good guides for us. So if you get a sense of something from a dog, then maybe change your course to accommodate that. or for a few of you, I think it's a cat. So depending on who you are and where in the world and what you have around you. But a dog might be there might be some kind of sign. It could be simply that you see a dog when you're thinking something, and it's some kind of confirmation for you around what you're thinking at that time. And it may be that with this new offer or adventure that you are embarking on, there's a lot to contemplate in terms of the action that you would need to take. And you've already got quite a lot of tools under your belt that will assist you with gaining momentum in that area. There also may be someone traveling towards you. There could be a soulmate coming, making some moves towards you, someone traveling. And you may be still working on yourself at this time, or be feeling a little bit self-defensive when this comes in, and it might come out of the blue actually, and this whoever's coming in may come in as if everything's cool and innocent, but you may feel like you have something to protect. You may be protecting your heart if it's someone you've previously dealt with, and maybe you've had some kind of disagreement. There may have been some kind of roadblock with you both, where you're both at a standstill, but you both have the same or similar long-term goals or intentions. So in August, it looks like there will be some kind of divine intervention that pushes movement forwards, and that could be by circumstance changing, or by divine will, or by you opening up and saying something. But something will change, and there will be some kind of reconciliation or apology from one or both of you, and looking at the disappointments of how things have played out. But I feel like it's you both looking at your respective sides of with clarity of how whatever's come to pass has affected your lives individually and collectively moving forwards. And I feel like you're both willing to put the work and effort into renewing the way forwards. So that's good. And there's something about it, there may be something connected to work with it for both of you as well, connected to the work that you do. I like that the sun is here. I feel like that's bringing a lot of clarity, a lot of healing for you, and also taking a playful approach to whatever's transpired, looking at it from a lighter or a brighter side, and having forgiveness around it. Ooh, and the moon and the star. Full house there, Virgo. So there's going to be exciting things happening for you, or very prominent things happening for you in the month of August. And with the moon, with the offer that's coming in, if the offer is work or if it's connected to this soulmate who is in your life in some capacity, even if then either you're with them, or they're a friend, or it could be a living situation, or it could be a moving situation. There are things that are hidden, or things that are not seen, or things that they keep to themselves because they feel inadequate and they feel a need to defend how far they've come or their position or their place, because they also want to feel deserving of where they are at. And this might be someone who gets paralyzed or struggles with big decisions, like with decision making. And one or both of you may be getting some kind of advice around that. And it may also assist. The advice will assist how you see things, and it will help bring healing to the situation. There's also the push towards being vulnerable in how you express yourself will increase this other person's ability to open up. And you could be the catalyst, I heard. Wow, Virgo. This is totally cool. The catalyst in someone else's healing. So that's a big part of your purpose, Virgo, is that you do create opportunities for other people to heal their wounds, or to even look at their behaviors and to heal from them. And that's also reflected in yourself and the work that you do on yourself, your self-healing work. And that's also, the star is a lot about self-healing and pampering yourself and going to the gym, or spending time in nature, swimming, taking Epsom salt baths or shower, or standing under a waterfall if you get the opportunity. But balancing yourself out is really important. Really important. And taking a deep look into your own, into your self-care, health care routine. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this soulmate connection is going to be really brought to the surface in August, of what it's teaching you and what decisions you can make, or what decision you make over your relationship with them, but also your relationship with yourself, your relationship to your dreams and goals. Generally, it looks really favorable. And you may have a lot of options as well. If this is a lover, August is the month that things are going to transpire. If it's a friend, a close friendship and a soulmate relationship, this is going to be the month where things clear. You get things cleared up. Something's going to be cleared up. So that's good, because you'll be able to move forwards with a clear conscience then. Yeah, communication. So one or both of you are going to instigate communication and move in a forwards direction, travel to make things happen, to communicate. Oh, wow, okay. That wanted to come out. The tree of illumination, truth, revelations, understanding. Wow, that locks in with the sun and the sun and the star and the moon and all the galaxies. It's all happening for you in August, Virgo. Tree of illumination. That makes me think of tree, like family tree. So even if this person is not family, this person is still part of your soul tribe. They're your soul family. And that is exactly the same as family, really. Or it may be someone in your family as well. Maybe this is someone who's in your direct family, and you have karmic ties with this person in your family. That's something else I'm seeing here. But there is the opportunity in August to transcend the burdens of the physical world. And transcend meaning that the things that we are petty and fight about or disagree about are just born out of our insecurities. And so recognizing that and bringing it all back to love and loving people regardless of where they're at, which I know can be challenging and frustrating. But people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves, and the work that they've done on themselves. And so being compassionate towards where they're at and their capacity to be able to hold that container will help you to be okay with where things are at, and to stay and remain in your own energy. And there's also spiritual support and guidance for you, your part that you play, dear Virgo. And let's see what message there is for your heart for the month of August. What's coming for you? Because there's a lot on your mind and a lot on your heart in August. New beginnings, new, and a new approach. And you may have some inspiration, something inspirational is going to happen. That's going to put you on course. Woo! Oh, wow, you got 4 cards. You got rebuild. So that kind of ties in with if this is someone coming back to apologize, you may be rebuilding your relationship with them and understanding at a deeper level why that relationship is in your life, even though it's challenging. So rebuilding, and also rebuilding your own heart, protecting your heart, and shining your light bright. And you have angel protection around you that you can call upon at any time. It's always there, but when you call it in, it makes its presence stronger for you. Number 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So you are on the right path and you are getting there, so keep going. Strengthening bonds. Wow, after rebuild, you've got strengthening bonds. So you will be strengthening the bond with the way that you handle things and the way you see things. And again, number 1 is like a new beginning. There's a fresh start. There's a lot of new coming in for you in August. And it feels strong. It feels like a really strong energy. So lean into that. And also strengthening bonds. I feel like you may be also strengthening your bond and your commitment to yourself in terms of taking care of yourself. So you might be stepping up into a new routine and spending more time in nature, or using plant medicine, looking at the trees and the blossoms made me think that plant medicine. So Bach flower remedies are amazing, or homeopathy is amazing, or plant medicine. Take your pick. There's so many, isn't there? But again, everything in moderation. And when things are done as a medicine, it's not something that you continue to do for the rest of your life. It's something that you do to course correct. So it's really important to know the difference as well. If someone's using plant medicine and then they keep using plant medicine and like a year or two later they're still using plant medicine, it's questionable as to whether that's actually assisting your life or whether it's becoming a crutch. So with all medicines, they're there for like assistance to strengthen, but it's important that we take that essence and embody it in ourselves so that we don't need to keep taking the plant. But yeah, plants are great, and you know, herbal teas are also really useful and helpful in assisting us in many ways. Change your focus. So yeah, with this person coming in, it may also be their energy may be very strong. There may be some trauma around that, or they may have a trauma energy or a trauma bond of some type that affects you or overtakes you. And so when you keep your focus cleared, if you do clearing techniques, that might actually help as well. So clearing techniques can look like, you know, sweeping your hand over your body, or I think I've put a clearing technique video, like probably one of the first ones I ever did. So but I think there's a clearing technique video, and just have a look on my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and please like the video to get it out to more Virgos. So yeah, do a clearing technique on yourself, and that will help keep your focus clear and keep you focused on your path and on your life, and not being like sucked into something else, so that you can be present with it when it's happening. When you're with someone, you can be present with them and present with what's happening, but then when you leave, you also go back into your own space and allow yourself freedom in your own head. I think that's what that is saying. And then we've got simply love. Aww. And you are such a beautiful, loving human being, Virgo. There may be something about your relationship with a young child, and for you to know that you loving them is enough. Just your love, your simple love and your good thoughts, if you're with them or if you're not with them, sending them love does make a difference to their own inner strength and their own self-worth. And knowing that you exist in their life makes a difference to their self-worth. So yes, you do make a difference. So someone out here really needed to hear that. You do make a difference. You make a difference in their lives. So keep being you and doing what you do. I've also got, so the rebuild is black. And I don't know what black means in this deck, but I feel like it's to do with shadow work. So maybe rebuilding is to do with looking at things that trip you up and self-sabotage, so that you can rebuild from a place of empowerment. And then strengthening bonds, I feel like that's to do with action. And then change your focus and simply love, they're both green, so I feel like they're ground, so you can ground yourself in those two ideas. So stay grounded, Virgo. Well, you are grounded, but you know, we all need to work on the grounding with all the craziness that goes on in this world, and not to be too influenced by the craziness, and simply love. Change your focus to simply love. There you go, 2 cards in one. And 5 is the number of change, and 6 is the number of getting there, and of spiritual love, and of overcoming, and of coming through something, some kind of hardship, which you are very good at overcoming. Let's see what spirit animal card is going to guide you through, oh, I nearly said October, then August. Maybe something will transpire by October to do with you changing your focus and just putting your loving energy into what needs your attention. Wow, and you've got 2 spirit animal cards. Ooh, you got fox and whale. A fox, they're very nimble and they're very quick thinking, quick on their feet, and very sensitive creatures. And obviously they're earth grounded, very nimble. So I feel like this is to do with you being quick thinking. So maybe alongside doing like clearing meditations and ways of clearing yourself energetically, I feel like this is also a reminder to be clearing in terms of your choice of food and drink. So bless your water and drink your water, and choose foods that are not so dense. So plant-based foods tend to be less dense than animal-based foods. But obviously for your body type and your blood type, and you know what works for you. But avoiding too much of the dense foods or the rich foods, like overindulgent puddings or desserts and stuff. Have some, but just moderation will, and that will help. It will help keep you sharp. Also, fasting is really good. Like, just don't eat for 24 hours and just drink water or just drink juice, and then reintroduce food slowly and just eat plain after. That's a really good thing for clearing the brain and for giving yourself more energy. You'd be surprised how much more energy you have after fasting, or even during fasting, if you practice fasting a lot and you've done it more than once and you fast for more than a day. Yeah, it's really good for clearing out the brain and being a quick thinker. So I'm getting that a lot from the fox card. And then you've got whale. And whales are incredible beings of the sea. So you may be sinking deep into your own emotional body and looking at different forms of communication. So for example, with this person, if they or you struggle to communicate, you may be choosing to initially communicate without words, like through your thought process. You can imagine having conversations with them, and that might also assist you with when the conversations become physically real. So I hope that helps. You've got fox and whale guiding you through August, so you can always look at how their behaviors and how they move in the world and more meaning behind them. So wishing you a wonderful August. Mwah!